This is the morning video update. This is for Wednesday, the 28th of June. I'm James Spann. Alabama's weather heating up. The hottest weather so far this year, tomorrow and Friday, excessively hot. Then the heat slowly backs down late this weekend and next week with slowly increasing chances for showers and thunderstorms. And we're approaching the 4th of July long holiday weekend for a lot of folks. So a lot to talk about this morning. Here's the upper look, and you've seen this before. We have the heat ridge over Texas, and on top of the heat ridge, we have a cluster of storms, the ring of fire, if you will. And here we still have this northwest flow aloft on the east side of the heat bubble in a fairly dry air mass. We'll check the radar this morning. Absolutely nothing here. Early this morning, about 5:15, the closest rain up in parts of northwestern Arkansas. Temperatures are mostly in the 60s for the northern half of Alabama, where the air is drier. But it's 80 in Mobile, where it's very humid, and that humid air will work its way northward. And with those higher dew points and the increased heat, the heat indices will be sky high tomorrow and on Friday across the state. Again, easily the hottest weather so far this year. So, again, as you look at this map, just understand all of Alabama will be really hot tomorrow and Friday, hotter than the devil's armpit. These watches, warnings, advisories are based on Weather Service heat level criteria. There's an excessive heat warning, the darker shades of maroon down in parts of South Alabama, an excessive heat watch for much of central and west Alabama. This is for tomorrow and Friday, and then a heat advisory for the eastern side of the state. But again, everybody will be hot if you're in one of those colored counties or not. And the excessively hot weather continues back to the north and west as well. In terms of any severe weather, a chance of strong storms today on top of the heat ridge across parts of the high plains, the upper Midwest. Pretty much the same thing tomorrow and pretty much the same thing on Friday. And could there be a pop-up storm during the peak of the heat here? Yes, but probably not many. But next week, we think the coverage of the scattered showers and storms will increase. This is the rain for the next 7 days. Rain amounts for the northern half of the state, a little over 1 inch. For South Alabama, under 1/2 inch. So probably about 81.2% of Alabama headed south to the beaches this weekend for the 4th of July. The news is good there in the tropics. It is very quiet in the Gulf of Mexico. We don't expect any tropical storm formation through the 4th of July. The little X you see there, that is the ghost of Cindy, former tropical storm Cindy, but now the Hurricane Center has dropped the chance of that redeveloping down to 10%. We don't expect a problem there. And the bottom line is things look quiet in the tropics for a while. And you don't want a hurricane on the 4th of July, and that's not going to happen this year. Model fans, here we go, the GFS. This is the 06Z run, valid today at 4. Trough Ridge Trough. Trough in the west. Heat bubble ridging over the south central U.S. and a trough over the northeast. And in terms of sensible weather, for most of Alabama, just sunny and hot today with highs up in the mid-90s. Average high, by the way, 91 today for Birmingham. So this is tomorrow. Same thing, sunny and hot. Any storms, few and far between. Highs in the upper 90s. And Friday, again, the heat ridge noses in. Highs 97 to 101. And those are air temperatures. We like to work with those. I know the heat index maps are all over the internet and the social media platforms. And yes, there's certainly going to be a high heat index. In fact, it might hit 110 in spots. But for record keeping, we use air temperatures. These are the temperature anomalies on Friday. And again, that heat surges north into parts of Arkansas and Missouri, where they're going to see triple-digit heat. But again, I think for Friday, for most spots here, highs between 97 and 101. And again, thankfully, with the wet, stormy June we've had, there's good, deep soil moisture. And a lot of the sun's energy will go on evaporating that instead of heating the ground, which heats the air. And that typically keeps the heat levels under 100, but whatever. And I've said this here many times in recent days, I don't think anybody can notice the difference between 96 and 101, whatever. It's going to be hot. So this is Saturday, and again, that looks quiet, mostly sunny and hot. And again, we're going to see highs well up in the 90s. This is Sunday. Looks like a sunny day. We'll mention the chance of an afternoon storm, but obviously not many will be around. Heat levels slowly coming down. High Sunday, low to mid-90s. Monday, the ridge continues to weaken. The high will be closer to 90, which is actually a smidgen below average. And again, there could be a pop-up storm, but probably not many. And the 4th of July, Independence Day on Tuesday, same thing. Partly sunny, a few pop-up storms in the afternoon. And the chance of any one spot getting wet in the 30% bracket. The high close to 90, maybe upper 80s for parts of the Tennessee Valley. And a week from today, Wednesday, the 5th of July, again, you can see the shades of blue on the anomaly map here. And again, this is where the pressure is 500 millibars, about 18,000 feet off the ground. And again, that means the heights are coming down, and highs could be in the upper 80s. And with the air aloft being a bit cooler, we'll see an increase in the number of scattered showers and thunderstorms. And yes, we do see the GFS tries to develop a weak little tropical type low in the Gulf of Mexico. That probably will not happen. For those that don't know, this model is famous for doing that in the medium range. Let's go out 10 days. This is Friday of next week. And again, flat ridge. And we'll see a number of showers and thunderstorms about. So next week, we'll see an increase in the number of afternoon showers and storms, especially after Tuesday, the latter half of the week. This is rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. We're looking for the green line on that chart. That's the mean of the ensemble members. And the mean is about 3 inches between now and the 13th of July. Look at heat levels coming off the NBM, National Blend of Models, and this is for Birmingham. And again, I'd shave a couple of degrees off this probably. You can see 95 today, near 100 for tomorrow, Friday, Saturday. Then it backs down next week with upper 80s by the end of next week. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance, this is for July 5th through July 11th. Temperatures near average for the northern half of the state, maybe a little below average down across the southern counties of the state. And one more note about the heat, we should mention for the metro area. For Birmingham, there is a code orange air quality alert today. That has nothing to do with wildfire smoke. That's ground level ozone. That is very common here on hot summer days. And it really doesn't affect the general public. It means air quality could be unhealthy for sensitive groups of people, like people with asthma and respiratory problems. So keep that in mind. Folks that struggle with breathing might want to stay inside as best you can today. So this was Seaside, Florida, late yesterday. I love a good storm at the beach. Little isolated storm popped up down there, producing a free lightning show, a free sky show. That's a time lapse, of course. The lightning wasn't quite that frequent. And if you're beach-bound, the weather's going to be fine through the 4th of July. Lots of sun. Any storms like that, yeah, they could happen, sure. But they happen, they move along, and not really a problem. Ooh, have a little family crisis here. How about that shot? That was taken down in Saraland in Mobile County. They got a lot of black bears down there. Had mama bears trying to talk those 3 knuckleheads into getting off that tree. This cow wanted to be on the video this morning. More than happy to make that happen. Great sunset last night. This was the concert out at Oak Mountain, the amphitheater last night. Great looking sunset there. I don't know who was playing. I know it was not Casey and the Sunshine Band. Let's see here. I had a friend who was out there. Let's find his text. It was Matchbox 20. There you go. And elsewhere, just a glorious sunset. Love that shot. That was just outstanding. So headed to Helena this morning. Seeing the kids there at, let's see, Riverside Baptist Church at their Baptist Summer Camp. Then Friday, we're going to be Thursday, tomorrow, we're going to be programming weather radios in Oxford at Oxford Lumber Ace Hardware from 4 until 6:30. So and we know you have a weather radio. If you watch these videos, you're a weather dweeb. If you want us to check your weather radio, we're happy to do that. If you need to buy one, you can buy one there. We'll program it for you on the spot. What a deal. And this is the time where you do your preparedness stuff because we're kind of out of the tornado season, and it's a great time to do it. So again, Oxford Lumber Ace Hardware tomorrow between 4 and 6:30. And then on Friday, I've got on the calendar, a visit to United Ability in Birmingham. That's an amazing ministry. Looking forward to seeing my friends there. And then Saturday, it's a book signing. We're going to be in Walker County at Cordova. They have a big independence celebration kicking off the 4th of July holiday weekend. We're going to be there between 1 and 3, right in the middle of downtown Cordova. And, of course, they had a horribly tragic day, April 27, 2011, hit by 2 tornadoes in the same day. And they are rebuilding, and they're looking good. But, again, Cordova, we'll have the books, all the weather shirts, and the cool stuff there between 1 and 3 on Saturday. And, of course, we invite you to watch us on television this evening, ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.